It's been a while since I posted on this channel, and there's a really clear reason why. My brother struggled with health the last few months. Last week he died. I had just faced my mother dying in December of 2024, and that was a huge blow. But with my brother, the pain and grief hit differently. I knew he was ill. I didn't know he was dying, but I was planning on seeing him. In fact, I saw him on the regular in the last couple of years, trying to be supportive and helpful in practical ways and also just being there. And so I tried to use AI to both understand my grief and process it. And I want to tell you some practical lessons I learned along the way and how AI helped me overcome the early stages of grief. When someone dies, we obviously will feel grief. But when someone close to us, dear to us, and someone who relied on us dies, we might feel more than just grief. We might feel a tremendous sense of loss, but also guilt, a sense of helplessness, a wondering, did we do enough? Were we there for them? Maybe we actually feel guilty that we weren't there for them enough. Living in Europe and having family in America makes travel much more complicated. There's a high friction rate to being there quickly. Because the biggest issue I had was this voice echoing in my head, you should have known, you should have helped more, listened more, and gone to see him. Michael needed you. Now, my brother and I had regular conversations, text, phone calls, and in those conversations, he kept saying, wait, I'm going to have an operation. I want you there to help me recuperate. And I said, I will be there, but I want to see you before that. I even told him, I do not want to get a phone call that you died. I want to be there. And he said, just wait, just wait. So I have this voice in my head of you failed your brother. And in the first 48 hours of extreme grief, that's when I first opened up ChatGPT. Somehow I just needed to pour out my heart, say everything I couldn't say to my brother, everything I couldn't say to others, and just be absolutely real and legitimate and sharing my grief in the most raw way that I was feeling inside. And here's what I learned by doing that. AI can be a good reflection to help you be empathetic and loving to yourself. Remember that you're grieving and understand the grief process, and give you some practical tips to manage your own grief. So let me give you some advice that AI gave to me because I thought it was really useful. The unsent letter. In fact, it can be also the sent letter. I sent a letter to my brother's email account, one I'm sure no one will ever look at. But in it, I poured out my heart of love and grief and remembrance and the things that have been tormenting me about my failure, that asked for forgiveness and understanding. Just doing that process was helpful. The second thing, really, he just helped me try to get back to a normal routine and start living my life again. In the moment of grief, you are just a bundle of cortisol and nervous system disruption. I literally felt my body vibrating. And of course you have the normal things like forgetfulness, brain fog, etc. related to grief, but I was having problems coping in way more fundamental physical ways. So when my mind spiraled into self-blame, I typed my exact thoughts into ChatGPT, and seeing the calm, structured response helped regulate my nervous system, and it made a difference. It also helped me organize my memories so that I could create an overview of my brother's life. I wanted to create videos, and I wanted to document that for the future, for myself, for his wife, and maybe for other people who would later want to remember him. So when grief feels chaotic and you can't get control of the narrative, AI can actually help you create the narrative if you just do a brain dump of everything. It will put it in the right order. It will put it in the right perspective. And you can tell it the tone and the framing and the length that you want to make the story your own, but also one that's shareable. And it can give you a couple of different examples of, this is a story narration, this is a factual narration, this is a joy of life narration. When I got the call from my sister-in-law saying my brother had died, he had actually passed just moments before. So one of the things AI can help you do is know who to call, what to do, what to document, and also how to communicate with family and friends. I was still in the stage of shock, and I created something for Facebook because that was the place most of my family would go to. And AI helped me create the words to say something short and simple to get the message out there that my brother had gone. So AI did help me. It helped me in emotional ways and it helped me in practical ways. But of course, there's always that word of caution. We know that AI is a technology. It is not a person. There is no human listening. So if you're having these moments of grief and you need to pour your heart out, that's okay. But if your body or your mind or your heart are in a physical crisis, you'll need to call emergency in your area to get the help you need, to get the people there to help you, or at the very least, call a family member. But in the middle of the night, if like me, you are spiraling out of control, can't breathe, can't think, heartbeat racing, ChatGPT can be the listening ear that can help you put things in perspective, help you create an action plan, and just have a back and forth conversation, remembering your loved one and putting their life into perspective. It's a crazy thing. 9 billion people in the world. And when that one special person to you dies, your world can crumble. And if you're watching this and your grief is fresh, I am sorry for your loss. If you're looking for a place of support, you found it. You're in the right place. And let's keep talking on aging in grace.